Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Janelle and I like making lifestyle productivity vlogs, and I also love making these monthly reset videos. So yeah, it's crazy that it's the end of February. With these monthly reset videos, I like to reflect and then also go over my monthly goals and then create new monthly goals for the next month, and then go over my expenses, like how much I've spent. And I'm doing things differently this month. I'm starting a budget tracker, and I got a spreadsheet on Etsy, so I've been using it every single day. So I'm gonna share a few things on there, especially when it comes to my expenses, like unnecessary spendings. And then also I'll be talking about the books I read. If you like watching these type of videos and you just need some inspiration and motivation to have a reset, keep on watching because I love watching these videos as well. But the first thing that I like to do is reflect. And I do have a digital journal where I have like 5 prompt questions. It makes me think about like what I've done this past month. So the first question is, what were you most proud of this month? And I put in 3 things. The first one is making new friends from book club, and then going to events by myself, and then completing a no spend challenge. So those are the 3 things that I'm most proud of. And also like meeting new people, and I'm going to events by myself. If you know me, you know I'm pretty introverted and a homebody, but 2025 was the year that I want to be more social and just be out there. And now I could go up to events by myself. Yeah, I'm like very proud of myself for doing that. And then completing a no spend challenge. And a no spend challenge is like not spending on anything unnecessary, and everyone has different ways on doing that. People are doing a no spend week, a no spend month, or a no spend year. And again, there are so many different ways on how to do that. And then the next question is, what did you struggle with this month? I struggled getting out of bed. Like, it's so hard to just like wake up and get up. Sometimes I would like turn off my alarm and then like wake up 20 minutes later, and then I get so annoyed at myself. And then not journaling. I think I only journaled like 3 or 4 times this month. And then how could you have done things differently? So when it comes to the struggles. So first one is sleeping earlier. That's like a no-brainer thing, because if you sleep earlier, you'll get up earlier. I don't know. That's how I think. And lately I've been going to sleep like at 10:30 when I should be going to bed like at 9:30, And then for the journaling part, try to make it easier for me to journal. So I think I'm planning to put my journal somewhere, maybe by my book. Oh shoot. Maybe put my journal by my book. That way it will like make me journal because it's right there in front of me. And then top 3 things that I'm most grateful for during this month. I'm grateful for the social activities that I went to this month. I went to a Galentine's cake decorating class, went to book club, of course. I went to a 4th Wing painting party with like 2 girls that I met during book club. So I'm very grateful for those. And then, getting to hang out with my parents at Coos Bay. They rented out a cute Airbnb and had a big yard for Miko to run. And yeah, it's like the perfect house, So it was nice to hang out with my parents and, just hang out over there. And then of course my husband. I'm grateful for my husband all the time, and same with Miko. So I put those 3. The last question is, what were your highlights of the month? The first one is meeting new people from social activities. The second is trying new things, getting out of my comfort zone. And then 3 is spending quality time with family. Now we're gonna go over my monthly goals and see if I accomplished any of them. And when I do these monthly goals, I like to categorize my goals: health and wellness, financial, and then personal goals. That's how I like to do it. I don't make a long list for each one because I feel like that would be overwhelming, and just like I just like to put three to five things in each category. So the first one is health and fitness monthly goals. So for February, I wanted to try to run 10 miles by the end of this month, but I did not check that off. Did not do that at all. I definitely need to in March because, again, we're going to do a half marathon in April, and I need to try to do at least 10 miles and then I'll be okay. I did increase weights during my resistance training, and then I did try a new fitness studio, which is a mat Pilates studio, and that was pretty fun. It was hard, but it was fun. The next one is financial goals, and that is continuing adding in my investment accounts, which I did. And then the other one is due taxes by the end of the month. I dread taxes. Even though Brandon does the taxes, and then I'm just there towards the end, and he lets me know like what we have or what we need to pay for, all the things. But we need to do that in March because that is due in April, I believe. Personal goals: read 4 books, which I did read 4 books, and I will share that. I'll share the books that I read this month in a little bit. And then go to a networking event. I did not, but I will go in March because I already booked my ticket for this networking event, and it's not for work, it's like for me. So I'm very excited to go to it. Go to 2 to 3 girl group events. I went to different, events, social events this month, and it was super fun. Do one of the yearly date ideas, and once a month go to a cute like date thing. And what we like to do is bookstore and coffee shop. Trying a new bookstore, go to Barnes & Noble or go to like a local bookstore. And this month we went to a new coffee place, and it reminded me of Iceland because it was in a bus. I'll show pictures over here. And then we went to a local bookstore, and it was so freaking nice in there, and it has lots of new books for 10 to 20% off. So yeah, we would definitely go there again, but yeah, I have it in pictures right here. So those were my February monthly goals. Now I'm going to share my March monthly goals, and let's see if we end up doing them. Okay, for my March monthly goals, let's start with health and wellness. And I added the run 10 miles by the end of this month because I did not in February, but I need to in March. And then try a new fitness studio. I really want to try maybe a cycling class or a different Pilates class. I don't know. I just want to try something new. And then financial monthly goals is to submit those taxes, do 2 no spend week or weekend challenge, and then continue adding into my investment accounts. And then personal monthly goals: read 5 books. This is a longer month. March is going to be a longer month, so I feel like I could do 5 books. Journal at least 2 times a week. I'm going to try. I need to make it easier for myself to do that. Go to a networking event, non-work related, just for myself. So I did book that towards like the end of the month, and I'm excited to go to that one. Go to 2 to 3 social events, girl group stuff. Post 3 times a week on Miko's social media pages. Increase Miko's social media posting. He's been getting more UGC deals than I am. I'm gonna keep posting on Miko because he got pretty privileged. All right, now we're gonna go over my expense tracker. With my expenses, I'm gonna show it right over here. It is categorized, so like coffee, dining, books, gift, shopping, whatever. Beginning of the month, I put a budget for each category, and then I'll show you what I actually spent compared to the budget. This is what it looks like. As you can see, for coffee, I spent $0 on coffee. Brandon actually has been the one spending the coffees, although I did budget like $20, but I spent 0. The dining and takeout, I budgeted $60, but actually I spent $97.53. Books, I budgeted $25, but I actually spent $75.47. Travel, I put $1 there because when I put in $0, it goes, like, it colors all blue. So I don't know if I want it all blue or if I leave it blank. I should have just left it 0. Anyways, I spent $0 on travel. For Miko, I spent $48.51 when I budgeted for 20. Beauty, I spent $46.99. Definitely, yeah, went over that. Social activities, I spent $27.24 and I budgeted for 30. I was very close to like going over, but it's okay. That's in the budget. And then the etc. I actually spent $113 on that when I should have spent $50. So in total of expenses of unnecessary things is $678.86. I went over. Oh, let me show you this really quick, like a breakdown of what it looks like. I like this because it shows like the visual and the percentage. As you can see, I spent most of the unnecessary spendings on shopping. And then the second is the etc. and then dining. But now I'm gonna show you what I spent, or like what I spent on for those things. Now this is the February month's transaction overview. So it'll show you like what day I spent it on, the category, and then the amount, and then the notes for very specific things. I could always look at my bank statements, but I like this one because it puts in everything that I've spent on, whether I use my Alaska card, my Amex Gold card, or my Chase credit card. So the first thing that I spent was on unnecessary things. These are just unnecessary. Okay, I'm not showing like any bills or anything. This is just expenses. February 2nd, I spent $136.10 and I went shopping for one of my best friends, Dirty 30, because we're gonna go to Nashville in a few months. No, not in a few months, next month. That's crazy. And then Barnes & Noble, that's where I spent my books because I really wanted to get the Onyx Storm. Plus we got some other books. So I spent $75.47. That's the total of books I spent this month was on Barnes & Noble. Book club. And then Miko's daycare, I spent $35.52. And then the networking place that I am going to was $65 for the registration. Parking, I had to pay for parking downtown, $8. And then I bought this drying stone mat on Amazon. It's been a game changer though, so I've been using it every day. Got some makeup, mocktail for a social activity. I got a dress for a ball that I'm going to be going to for a work event in March. I feel like March is going to be a busy month, but a fun one. Towards the end of the month, I do like to reflect on my monthly reflections and create my budget for the next month. I did spend less in February compared to January, so definitely proud of that. Because I think in January, I think January I spent like $900 or something. So in February I spent like $600, so yeah, $300 less. So I'm gonna try to spend at least $200 less for the next month. We shall see. Okay, now I'm gonna show you my daily habit tracker. Okay, so this is what my daily habit tracker looks like. It's in calendar view. I only journaled it 3 times this month. That's so bad. I did exercise, let's see. In average, I exercised at least 4 times a week. And then I read every single day except on the 22nd, which that's the weekend we went to Coos Bay with my parents. Because when I'm with my parents, I just want to spend time with them, watch movies or shows with them. Okay, now one of my favorites is to discuss the books that I read. In February, I read 4 books. I finished Fourth Wing. You guys, I love this book. I'm the target audience. Romantasy, fantasy and romance, like heavy romance. And Brandon read this too. Yeah, we both finished this, and he was not a fan because there's a lot of romance, and he's more heavy on a fantasy. He prefers no romance at all, but I love the romantasy. I've been done with this for a while this month, and I've been delaying reading the last book of this, or the third book of the series, because I just don't want it to end, because I know like the next book of the series will come out in 2 years. I have the third book. But I'm just delaying it because I don't want to be over for me. You know what I mean? Also read Butcher and Blackbird for our book club, and this was like very gruesome and definitely heavy on the romance. Pretty funny. It's like a romantic comedy. Is it thriller? I don't know, but it's like there's some. It's basically it's like a couple that kills other. It kind of reminds me of Dexter. You know, like how Dexter kills serial killers. That's like these two. I really liked it though. I did give it a 5 out of 5 star, and I do have the second book of the series. I'm probably gonna read that in March. I read Twisted Games, which is part of the Twisted series. Oh my gosh, you guys, I updated my book page on my Notion. I'm gonna show you because I'm obsessed with it. Okay, you guys, this is my book page on Notion. I love it. All the pictures I got from Pinterest. And I like this layout better because I can see the pictures of the books, because in my old book page, I would just list out what I read, and the pictures were so tiny and small you can't even see it. But this is way better because I can just see it on my page, and it's just so much better, you know? I added like the picture of it, the title, how many stars I rated it. Obsessed with it. I love it, I love it, love it. Those were the books I read. So Fourth Wing, I gave it a 5 star. Iron Flame, I gave it a 4. And then Butcher and Blackbird, 5 star. And then Twisted Games, 4 stars. I'm definitely going to read Onyx Storm for March. I'm going to read the second book of this. And I'm currently reading the third book of this series. So I'm assuming that I will read 5 books. But yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed my monthly reset. Let me know if you want to see other things. I might film a separate video like with financial stuff, but not sure yet. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time.